But the people I've experienced racism from has been white people. But yeah, so have I experienced racism? And the answer is yes, I have. But not from Filipinos. Not from Filipinos. Filipinos are very nice people, very hardworking, very welcoming, very polite. They have their issues. All people have their issues. There's no perfect people on the planet. But the people I've experienced racism from has been white people, white expats to be exact. Yeah, I've met a lot of expats who do speak and who are friendly, and I've even swapped information with. But from all three trips, let's say if I ran into like, in proximity about 50 different white people, white men mostly, and I've spoken. Just you say hi because you're in a basically what, make sure I pronounce this right, a homogeneous society, which I may be saying it wrong. Everybody looks alike. So if you see someone who's white as a black person, I may assume, I wonder if they're from America, and I want to, I speak to them. I say, hey, how you doing? And let's say out of 50 times that I've done that, I've probably been spoken back to maybe 5 times. They will ignore you. They'll look the other way. And a lot of times I know when they're not going to speak because they may look at me and turn their head. Matter of fact, I remember the last time I renewed my visa, there were like 3 or 4 women from, like, I think they were Dutch or something. My wife said she heard they were Dutch or something like that. And my daughter's sitting on my lap, and they're walking by, and I'm looking. I looked up at the women because I'm like looking to see if I have to move because how we're sitting is like the chairs, and then across is like a line of like desks you go to speak to people. And I saw the first woman in line. She looked at my daughter and just turned her head. And she had like a disgusted look on her face or whatever. I don't know. Maybe she was thinking about something. Maybe I'm thinking about that wrong, but that's the perception I got.